The show. How
That'd be
I was getting. I listened to
a lot of people.
It's Kid Craddock in the morning.
I am so excited right now, you guys.
Why?
On the phone with us is probably the best character of all time.
Wow.
Yeah.
All time.
On the best show of all time.
Whoa.
The Price is Right.
Yes, he was on The Price is Right. Aaron Paul, how you doing?
Oh, that was a big build-up. What a letdown, right?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Aaron.
That's sort of how we feel.
Oh, how about now?
There we go.
Hi, Aaron.
Yo, what's up?
Did you hear your glorious introduction?
Probably not because we didn't have it set up right.
Oh, do it again.
Take
Oh,
two.
I will do it again. Listen to
Okay,
this, Paul.
okay.
I'm going to do the introduction
Oh, you're
introduction
gonna
all
call
over
my
again.
Last name. Okay.
Joining us on the show is probably the best character of all time on the show of the best show of all time.
Yep.
The Price is Right. Hello, Aaron Paul.
It's way cleaner.
Oh, you don't
That's
know.
amazing.
You
That
don't know how much
is
you made
amazing.
JC's day by laughing at his joke like that, Aaron.
Well, it's not a
Thank
joke.
you.
He's good with the courtesy laughter.
Aaron, I actually did
love
see
it.
you on The Price is Right, and I remember seeing that clip, and you almost won the final showcase, but you missed it by like $30 or something.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it, man. Come on. Oh, it's just devastating. I bid over. I overbid by $132 for the Showcase Showdown.
Really?
Devastating.
He missed it by that much.
Devastating.
He's not joking about the devastation part, Aaron. I was once a contestant on Wheel of Fortune and performed so poorly. I literally could not watch. I couldn't watch Wheel of Fortune for like 5 years after that. Were you the same way with Price is Right?
Yes. I actually now I still love Price is Right. It's really not the same though without Bob Barker, but
Amen.
it's still super fun. I was honestly so destroyed by that. I mean, I was struggling. I barely had any money, just trying to pay my rent in Los Angeles. You know, I had lived in LA for maybe just over a year and a half. And my friends and I would just love to go to Price is Right because each time we went, one of my friends would get picked. We really would because we just kind of knew the method behind the madness. So when they picked me, I was like, oh, my God, it's finally happening. And then I won the desk right when I got called up, and I got on stage. I had a chance to win a car, and then I didn't win. And then I was just very excited about spinning the wheel. And then I spun a 95, and then I had a chance to win the Showcase Showdown. And the person next to me, she bid way over, like crazy overbid. And so if I would have just bid $1, I would have won. But I bid $132.
Oh,
You almost got it.
and it haunts him to this day.
Do you still have the desk at least?
I actually, you know what? I don't because when they delivered that desk, I had them put it in my loft at my old apartment. And when I moved, that desk, I swear to God, weighed like 2,600 pounds. I mean, that thing was so heavy. I couldn't move it at all. I mean, I had two friends trying to help me move it, and we're like, let's just leave it here, and we just left it there.
Be honest. Was it one of those you're getting married and moving in with a girl and she thought the desk was ugly?
Yeah, your furniture didn't make the cut.
Don't you talk bad about furniture on Broad
Honestly,
Hill.
I just wanted to leave the desk for the next tenants. You know, honestly, this was years ago. This was forever ago. So this is long before I even met my wife. But
Yeah, you can afford to buy a desk or two now. It's
Right.
fine.
Well, Aaron,
Yeah.
let's move on to
Exactly.
the most important thing and the reason you're on right now. What do you miss the most about being a movie theater usher?
honestly, I miss the free movies.
Oh, I'm sure you get a bunch now.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm having. We really are just huge fans of the show. I've been on board since day one, and I was so bummed because I didn't get to see you at this past Comic-Con, and I didn't get to go to the panel. And I get on my flight to come home, and I'm sitting there, and I look next to me, and it's Gus. Gus was on my flight back to Austin, Texas from San Diego. So of course we just chatted the whole time about you and Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, isn't it incredible? He's just the most incredible human being, isn't he?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I was a little scared of him. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you guys are such.
He plays such a terrifying guy. I mean, because Gustavo Fring has got to be one of the greatest villains of television history ever. And but he's just like the sweetest guy, constantly smiling and laughing, always talking about like energy and love and always doing yoga and meditating on set. It's phenomenal.
He gave me his cell phone number, and I was going to text him to ask him what I should ask you, but then I felt bad because I'm kind of scared of him. You know,
Right.
I still look at him as Gus.
Now, I was reading an interview.
He would have loved that.
I was reading an interview, Aaron, and it said you were talking about how Bryan Cranston does not wear pants ever. And there's a lot of scenes in the show where he's not wearing pants and he's in his whitey tighties. But you said there are scenes that are super serious where you guys are crying and fighting, and he is not wearing pants.
I have said that on numerous occasions, and every time I've said it has been a blatant lie.
Oh,
I'm
you
just
liar!
making stuff up. But I will say, like, to give you an example, I don't know if you're caught up on the show, but
Yeah.
this last week's episode
Yes.
where it was the flashback of like when we're cooking in the RV still, it was the teaser of that episode.
Yeah.
That was the final scene we shot ever. That was the very final day of shooting.
Wow.
They had to save that because Jesse was clean shaven. His hair was kind of like grown out a little bit. They had to save that for the final day of shooting. And so there's a scene where Bryan comes walking up to me like in the RV. He's like, "Put that out. What are you doing? Smoking? You know, like put that out." But it was on my coverage. It's literally this is right before we wrap. This is like the final shot. Bryan comes walking into frame, and I can't see because he has an apron on, but he has pulled down his pants, and so he's mooning the camera. And I'm just kind of, I can't tell, but I can hear everybody outside laughing because they're all watching the monitor. And I'm trying to stay serious, stay in the scene, and I'm super like emotional because the show is coming into an end, so I'm trying not to cry. And everyone's laughing outside. I'm like, what is happening? And then Bryan just turns around and starts walking to the back of the RV, and I see his ass, and I was like, oh, he's mooning everybody again.
Jesse's been
I think
crying.
he's just very proud of his butt.
Yeah, Jesse's been crying a lot lately. This last episode was so intense. It was, I mean, I didn't even really sleep afterwards.
And I was wondering, how do you do that when you're doing a scene like that where you got to cry? How do you make yourself cry just like that?
What do you think about?
Acting tips.
I'm trying to get acting tips.
Do you think about like kicking a puppy? What brings that emotion out?
Actually, you know what? I honestly, what I do, I never, try and think of anything that I personally have gone through. I just force myself to believe that the situation that I'm going through is actually happening. That's all it is.
He acts, JC.
See, that's why
I just act. I don't try and pull any sort of feelings I have deep down. I just force myself to believe that I'm living and breathing through this.
You're in the moment.
Characters. Yeah, I'm in the moment.
I'm going to sound like a swim fan right now because I said this on the show before. I got cast in my first little independent film.
Oh my gosh! I cannot believe you're bringing that up.
And I'm going to sound swim fanish. And I told myself, I don't know how to act. I've never done it. But who's my favorite actor right now? And you happen to be one of my favorite actors. So I looked you up, and I looked your background up, and I saw that you didn't really take acting classes. And you said that in an interview.
And so JC thinks now he's got it in the bag because he didn't take acting classes either.
So I'm copying you, Aaron.
There you go. And acting classes aren't for everybody. I did sit on, and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
First of all, I'm very happy for you. And you know what? Honestly, independent film is where it's at. I mean, that's where the true storytelling is, I believe.
So now, invite him to the screening.
Yeah. So now that we're friends, can Jenna and I come to your house to watch the last episode of Breaking Bad?
No, he's doing something different for the final episode of Breaking Bad, aren't you?
You can enter to win, yes.
Oh, I am?
So here's the deal. You go to omaze.com, that's OMAZE.com/Breaking Bad, and the grand prize, and there's a ton of prizes like signed gas masks or signed hazmat suits from the show. Or
Is meth any meth? Can I win some meth?
You can't, sadly, I'm sorry. I hate to break you cannot win. But you know what? You can win some fake meth from the show, like a signed bag of meth.
Nice.
Yes, I will sign a bag of fake meth.
How about that? Props.
Yeah, you can win it. But the grand prize is a trip for two to Los Angeles. I will pick you up from the airport.
Whoa.
This is in a couple weeks.
Dang.
I will pick you up from the airport, and we'll go grab a bite, and then we're going to meet up with Bryan Cranston,
Whoa.
a.k.a. Heisenberg,
Yeah.
and then we're going to jump into the RV from the show. We're going to put on some hazmat suits and drive to the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, where we're going to meet up with the rest of the cast and the crew behind making the show, and watch the pilot episode of Breaking Bad together, and then watch the final episode of Breaking Bad.
Jenna's about to
Oh,
cry.
my goodness.
Yes,
You know, we give away a lot of cool trips, as a radio show to do things, and it's kind of like whatever. That just sounds like the coolest. You're so great with your fans. You
That's
guys
the
have so
thing.
much fun. I mean, that is just for the passion that people have about this show, and I'm one of those people. I'm such a fangirl. It's like, that is the coolest thing I've
you
ever
acknowledge
heard. Oh
fans
my
like
God.
that.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's going to be so fun, and the great thing is, all the proceeds go to Kind Campaign, which is a organization that is just all about putting an end to bullying in schools, and it's really an incredible message that they are spreading, and it's just all about spreading kindness. And so it's a win-win situation. Even if you don't win the grand prize or all of the many other prizes that we're giving away, you're giving a donation. That's all it is. You go to omaze.com/Breaking Bad. You give a $10 donation, and you're entered to win all of these prizes. So it's a win-win situation.
It is.
That's great. And they're taking entries on omaze.com. You have to enter by next Tuesday.
Yes.
And, I mean, this finale is happening in just a couple weeks. And since I'm already sad because I know I have no chance of winning this contest, how am I supposed to cope after this show ends? What do you recommend I do? Because I'm going to be alone in my apartment watching this.
Yeah.
And then what am I going to do with my life, Aaron?
Just start it all over again.
Just start watching all over
Read
again.
the series. Hey, Aaron, I know you've got to go, and I might be overstepping some boundaries right now, but would you do me a favor? Aaron, would you please call JC a bitch?
Yeah, can you call me bitch?
That's his favorite
Absolutely,
thing.
Absolutely. JC,
Yeah.
you're a bitch.
There you go, JC. That was
Aaron,
my present to you.
For the rest of his life.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show, man.
That's going to be his ringtone.
I know. Oh, that is going to be my ringtone, and it's going to be a comeback on the show, too. Aaron, good luck with the rest of the final 2 episodes of Breaking Bad. We're going to be watching it for sure.
And congratulations. I know this is just a big start to a huge career for you, and it's so exciting. You guys deserve it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the support of Breaking Bad, and I appreciate the support of this incredible event that we're doing. So
Bye, bitch.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
Bye.
bye, guys.
Bye, dude.
Bitch.
Subscribe now for more videos from Kid Craddock in the Morning. And check us out at kidnation.com. It's Kid Craddock in the Morning.